Hey True Seekers, it's Nathanael again, and today I'm doing a deck profile for Link. This is our Fellowship deck profile for Hope and Holy Spirit. So Link has the ability that after you draw and you have no power cards in hand, you may reveal your hand and search your deck for one standard power card and shuffle your deck. So Hope oftentimes shuffles a lot of power cards back into their deck. Link empowers you to keep getting your power cards back. It's like a guaranteed power every single turn, so if you don't have one already, you get one. So as a result, we are running the minimum amount of power cards that we feel comfortable with is 6. We could run 5 because 5 is all the power cards that we're going to need, but sometimes you need to have 4 Hope in the deck just because you're shuffling stuff back. Okay? So, moving forward, have 3 gold. Because we're shuffling power cards back, we want to not do that all the time. So we equip gold to an Animo that would shuffle power cards back, and we say, you don't do that now. Because gold prevents you from shuffling back your power cards when you activate by exchanging its cost. Myrrh says, when attached to an Animo, this card reduces its cost by 1 power. So basically, we use Myrrh to reduce the cost of our Holy Spirit Animo so that we would not have to worry about the Holy Spirit cost, and we can put that power towards other things. One beautiful gate. You can either remove a hindrance card like Millstone, or you can ignore the effects of your opponent's active Cini's ability for the turn. So this is extremely helpful in getting around like Judgeweed or Mega Globster, some bigger, badder ones like Grump Roast or Murkay. Well, technically Murkay is still going to be effective because we can't play this after Murkay, but all right. I have 2 Tough as Nails. If my active Cini spot is empty, you may place this card there. When an opponent reveals a Cini to you, discard this card and search your deck for up to 3 Animo and place them in your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. So most of the time, your opponents are going to be playing Cinis on you, and Tough as Nails helps you be rewarded where it's like, oh no, I didn't have what I needed before, now I do. This is a Fellowship deck, so we are going to run Letter to Galatia, which searches our deck for any card that provides a Holy Spirit Fellowship bonus. Then we run 2 Bible Study Spirits, which is search your deck for any 1 Holy Spirit Animo, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Moving on to our Cinis. Now you'll notice that I don't have any story cards that draw you cards. Just search. And the reason why is because I run like 6 Animo that draws me like entire new hands in this deck. And I'm really excited to see how this one does against other decks, because I'm just going to draw like everything. Probably going to deck out really fast too, so I should probably pace myself when I do it, but that's another little tidbit. This is Kroggle. Kroggle is a 7 defense Cini, not that great, but as long as he remains your opponent's active Cini, they may not retrieve cards from their discard pile. As long as this is Judgeweed. Judgeweed says, as long as this Cini is active, your opponent may not reveal Cinis. Hookworm ability, as long as this Cini is active, all your opponent's Animos require 1 extra universal cost in order to be activated. Hippocritter, as long as this Cini remains active, the actions of your opponent's virtuous Animos have no effect. Wolf, 10 defense Cini, but you can, when this card's in your hand, you may choose to show it to your opponent, shuffle it back in your deck. If you do, draw another card. Detestable, your opponent must discard 1 of their equipment cards that are in play. Blinders. Action. When this card is revealed blindly at random, select 1 card from your opponent's hand and have them discard it. Then Nashtree Mega. 16 defense Cini. I like him. We do Detestable, stop Paul's Chains. We do Judge, we stop my opponent from getting Cinis on us the turn that we're going to win. And Kroggle is against Faith decks that like to recycle their stuff all the time. Moving on to our Hope Animo. We got 3 Lily. So Lily says, search your deck for any level 1 Faith, Hope, or Love Animo and place it directly in your hand. We use this to grab our level 1 Hope Animo. Then we got 1, 2, 3 Gut Piece level 1 from CrossTrainers. says, when you play this card from your hand into your small group, you may search your deck for any one Faith or Hope Animo. We use this to grab any Hope Animo. It's not required. It's not restricted by level, so I can go grab my level 2s. It's extremely helpful. And then this one grows into Gut Piece level 2. Gut Piece level 2s, it says when this card is played from your hand to grow a Gut Piece level 1, reshuffle your hand in your deck and draw 6 cards. This is a really good card because it basically, I'll use Gut Piece to go grab my Socro, and then I will play my Socro level 1, draw a card, play it, use it, or maybe not, shuffle my entire hand back into my deck, draw 6 cards. If I draw Socro level 2, do it again, but for 5 cards. So it's really helpful. Then I want to make sure I have access to my power cards, or an additional power card. So I do 2 Hybrid level 1, 2 Hybrid level 2. Hybrid level 1 is a 2 for 3, not great value. And then Hybrid level 2 is a 2 for 5, not great value, but it has the ability that when this card is played from your hand to grow Hybrid level 1, you may search your deck for 1 standard power card and place it into your power pool. Next up, we are full investment on this Socro bit. So it's a 2 for 6, and you shuffle your 2 power cards back. This is where gold comes in handy in case I have to activate this one. But when this card is played from my hand into my small group, I get to draw a card. Super helpful. Socro, level 2, ripe for the harvest, is a 2 for 9, but you shuffle one of those power cards back. But it says when this card is played from your hand to grow a Socro level 1, you may shuffle your hand back in your deck and draw 5 cards. So I'm drawing all sorts of cards with this Gut Piece and Socro engine. Swimmer. I run 2 Swimmer from Red Letter Day and 1 Swimmer from CrossTrainers. So the one from CrossTrainers is a 1 for 5, but you shuffle your power card back. If you activate in the same turn, you activate a Holy Spirit Animo. It becomes a 1 for 9, which is good. But I like utility more, which is why I prioritize the Swimmer more, which is a 1 for 3, but you don't shuffle any powers back. And if you activate in the same turn as the Holy Spirit, it's a 5 fellowship bonus. So action says, search your deck for 1 standard power card and place it directly in your power pool. Shuffle your deck afterwards. So that's how I get some more power cards with not just the Hybrid Chain and Link himself. Amaryllis, which is a 2 for 5, but has the Holy Spirit fellowship bonus for 8. This is really good. I would run 1 more, but don't have the room. Next up, I got Dependaroo level 1. Dependaroo level 1 is a 2 for 4, which isn't that great a value, but he grows into Dependaroo level 2, which is a 1 for 9 and you shuffle the power card back. However, he also has a 1 for 12 fellowship bonus. So he's really good. He's kind of like our win con of the deck. We focus on Dependaroo here. And being a 1 for 12 is pretty good, especially when you attach gold to him and you don't have to shuffle that power card back. And then next up, you have Socro Ultra. Socro Ultra, I chose this one over Percy Ultra, specifically because it has the universal cost on there. And 2 universal costs helps make up for any slack that I might have in my power pool when I can't use the cards that I need. So it's a 3 for 12, pretty basic. I actually really do like Socro Ultra, just because I have the Socro chain in here and it was thematic. All right, so we're going to go ahead and bring this video to a close. This has been our Fellowship deck with Link for Hope and Holy Spirit. So in the meanwhile, Truth Seekers, keep learning virtues and defeating sinnies.